Hello, good morning, friends. And if you have some questions to ask and you would like to be interviewed, you can tell your numbers to me. That's why I've come now at this stage. Yeah. If some of you are willing to take some mock interview, or if you have some questions to ask, you can feel free to ask. Yeah, 1 minute. I'll just bring the pen. Yeah. No, in fact, I have given you the links for match point, BSc match point, because there can be some questions based on that also. And or there can be some questions on, say, abbreviations. For example, what is the expansion for ECB? ECB for expansion for ECB. What is the expansion for ECB? It is European Central Bank. Okay, good. Then supposing we come to another one. This is very easy. What is the expansion for ECGC? ECGC. That is very easy. What is the expansion for ECGC? What is the expansion for ECGC? It is export, wrong, export credit guarantee कॉरपोरेशन. अनमोल जैन थोड़ा गलत हो गया, आपने तो एक्सटर्नल लिख दिया, उसका करेक्ट है एक्सपोर्ट क्रेडिट गारंटी कॉरपोरेशन. ओके, then what is the correct expansion for NABARD? What is the correct expansion for NABARD? What is the correct expansion for the abbreviation NABARD? NABARD. RD. What is the expansion of NABARD? National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. I think Anmol Jain has given it correctly. Good, very good. Anmol Jain, good, very happy. Next is this. I think you may not be able to tell. What is the expansion of EEFC? EEFC. What is the expansion of EEFC? EEFC. It is export earners. Can you complete? Export earners, foreign currency. Foreign currency. Of course, this will not be asked in your IBPS interview. Certainly, they won't ask. Export earners, foreign currency. Very good. Now, this is a very famous one, very easy also. What is Exim Bank? EXIM. EXIM. Exim Bank. Exim Bank. This is the link for that Exim Bank. Export Import Bank of India. Good. Where is its headquarters? Where is its headquarters? Where is its headquarters? And board of directors representing Government of India, Vidyut Bihari Swain, T.S. Tirumurthy, Anand Singh Bal, K. Rajaraman, Pankaj Jain. Directors from institution commercial banks, M.D. Patra, Executive Director, Reserve Bank of India, Rajanish Kumar, Chairman, Rakesh Sharma, Managing Director of IDBI Bank, Raj Kiran, Managing Director, CEO of Union Bank of India, A.S. Rajiv, Bank of Maharashtra, Managing Director. Whole-time Director, Managing Director is David Raskuna. Raskuna. Whole-time Director is David Raskuna. That is for ACGC. Okay. Now let me come to next one. This one, have you heard about this? Next one is, what is GPD? GPD. This you might not have heard. GPD. GPD. What is the expansion for the term GPD? Gross primary deficit. Gross primary deficit. Good. Next, what is the expansion of HUDCO? HUDCO. HUDCO. What is the expansion of HUDCO? HUDCO. HUDCO. What is the expansion of HUDCO? Housing and Urban Development Corporation. Housing and Urban Development Corporation. Good. So this much is sufficient for what is that abbreviations for you. And if you have any questions or doubts that is coming to your mind, you can ask me so that I can continue on that. In fact, I have posted in all the WhatsApp groups and also Telegram one booklet by Bankers Adda that is actually 2018, but still I posted it because I don't have any 2019 book. That is why I have posted it there. Okay. And but while reading that, you must make sure that you update the details. For example, there the repo rate etc will be for 2018 rate. Now you may have to change it to suit present day rates. That is what is more important. And incidentally, in the previous video I have given you the same match point for all the months, BSc match point. That also may be of help to you. Anybody is willing to take a mark now? Because time is now available There is no competition. And if anybody is willing, he can give his number and try to see. Anybody is willing to give his number? You are working in MNC, having great chances of foreign reputation. Even though why you want to join bank? You are working in a multinational corporation, having great chances of foreign reputation. Even though you want to join, why you want to join the bank? SK, why don't you give your number? I will talk to you. We will now talk over phone, then automatically things will come out. SK, would you like to talk or you are hesitating? Are you feeling shy or you don't want it to be heard by others? You are working in a multinational corporation, having a great chances of foreign reputation, even though why you want to join the bank. Would you like to talk? No? SK, would you like to talk? I will not ask very tough questions relating to RRB. Simple questions relating to personal I will ask. And generally, oh, morning shift, sorry, no problem. Why you want to work? The only answer you can give for this is I would like to join a banking institution which is offering scope for growth and also for job security. You can be plain. That is the reason why you are leaving that and coming. Sir, someone after graduation, long gap in preparation. Yeah, and see, long gap in preparation is not a negative point, but that long gap sometimes makes people feel bad about themselves and such that they cannot talk comfortably in the interview. That is a negative point. ऐसा कुछ बुरा मत मानो. You go confidently for the interview. Tell them you have been preparing for exams. You could not clear earlier, you have cleared now. So don't feel shy about it. And even if they tease you and tell you, अरे 6 साल से काली पढ़ा रहते हैं, इतना बुद्धू है आप, ऐसा भी पूछ सकते हैं. तब don't get anger. This is a question of stress interview. आपको कोई समय पर एंग्री करने के लिए कोशिश कर रहा हो, उसको सोच के आप केयरफुली अवॉइड करना है. You must avoid getting anger. I hope you understand. Shailand Lachoria. Lachoria, you are from which place? हाउ टू टैकल ये तो बता दिया ना. जब वो बोल रहा है सर आई स्टडीड ग्रेजुएशन इन सो एंड सो ईयर एंड आफ्टर कंप्लीटिंग दैट आई देयर वाज नो कैंपस रिक्रूटमेंट. सो आर यू एन इंजीनियरिंग ग्रेजुएट? Lachoria, what is your basic degree? I have 2 years of core banking experience. How to convert it into success in IT officers interview? It's good. 2 years of core banking experience. Core banking experience and IT officer, how it is directly relevant. Obviously, though 2 years you are working in core banking, simply tucking the computer. And what way are you concerned about IT work? That cannot in any way help you. However, you can, if you know something more than what other clerks know, it will be useful. Shailin Lachoria Deko, you have done Yam Tech, and that is not an ordinary situation. You have passed out Yam Tech. Be hopeful. Now, main problem for you question will be why should you not go for lecturership, professorship? Why do you not go for that? Then you have to say I wanted to come to banking because I like banking offers good opportunities and all that. And amara udhar mein, even with MTech, when I go they won't give permanent service, so that is why I came. IT core banking, middleware, core banking solution software, sir. Okay, I know. You were doing that in the previous one. Then tell them you were doing it in the previous bank, and then they will ask much more tough questions relating to core banking and all. Then you can tell that they can ask questions relating to core banking. what is the basis on which core banking is done. They can ask you what was the software used, which company gave it, what are the initial problems you experienced, were you there at the time of initial installation or thereafter, and if problems were happening, how do you try to overcome that? All these questions they can ask you. ओके, आरबीआई फंक्शंस बाय, अभी अभी हमने तो कोई आरबीआई फंक्शन के लिए एक वीडियो भी डाला है। हाँ जी, आरबीआई फंक्शन के लिए एक वीडियो डाला हुआ है अभी अभी 2-3 डेज का पहले एक वीडियो हम उसके लिए बनाया था। 2-3 डेज का पहले बैंकर्स रोल ऑफ आरबीआई, हाँ देखिए। Hello, candidates. See, the role of RBI is that of, say, uh, different functions. For example, I have also posted in a blog for that. I have posted that in a blog also. Underneath that blog, I have given you the details in Word also. Underneath that, I have given the details. Role of RBI. Yes. What are the points I have given? First role is monetary authority. Second is supervisor of the financial system. Third is issuer of currency. Fourth is manager of foreign exchange. Fifth is banker to government. Sixth is payment systems. Seventh is what bankers bank. Eighth is development role. But many people normally tell only 5 functions. This development role under research role ये सब तो बोलता नहीं है, बट इसमें भी आपको मिल जाएगा। देखिए इसमें भी दिया है, public bank merger is a good bank on the public also. It is good for the bank and for the public also. It is not, I mean, somewhere some problems will be there. See, एक रास्ता में 4 बैंक था, अभी तो एक हो गया, ऐसा प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है। But in terms of the country as a whole, when these banks become bigger banks, they can compete with foreign banks in a competitive manner because their capital base would have gone up and their credit worthiness would have gone up. So that is the advantage of going for merger of banks. I hope you understand, Mr. Tushar Bhagat. आपको ये दोनों लिंक से देखने से आपको पूरा पता हो जाएगा। फर्स्ट लिंक भी आपको जरूरत नहीं है, सेकंड लिंक में जाइएगा, आपको मिल जाएगा। Generally, they ask last question like, do you have any questions? How to tackle it in case of IT officers? If you are very confident, if you have done the interview nicely, then you can feel happy and tell them, thank you, sir, for making my interview nicely. And if I'm selected, I will try to give my best to the organization and try to see that my performance is fully utilized by the bank. ऐसा confidently बता सकते हैं। Sir, what are all questions asked about agriculture? I studied BSc agriculture. 1 मिनट ठहरिए, अभी तो आज भी एक 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 बुक तो डाला है, जिसमें एग्रीकल्चर का बारे में क्वेश्चंस दिया हुआ था। हमने देखा उसमें एग्रीकल्चर का बारे में क्वेश्चंस भी दिया हुआ था। Yeah. And the settlement system for the country. That was point number 5, payment system. 1 minute. In some other interview material I have given. This is here in this book. 5 personal questions they have given. Why? Tell me. Now you wanted agriculture. Agriculture के लिए देखता हूँ. I saw in one there were questions relating to agriculture. And agriculture questions के लिए probably you are more suitable for that. You will have to frame questions. What are all the questions that can be asked? In this, it is not there, but in another place, I think so. It must be there. 1 minute. Wait, kar dijiye. It is not here also. 1 minute. Let me try to get you agriculture related question. Otherwise, Google में सर्च करने से तो आपको दूसरा कुछ मिलेगा, बट उस बुक में कुछ दिया था. Agriculture interview questions. See, normal questions can be what are the problems faced by agriculturists, how to reduce that. See, here some 80 interview questions with answers are given. Agriculture interview questions with answers are given. Free ebook. First question, agricultural interview questions, free ebook. This ebook consists of two parts. Top 80 agricultural interview questions. Part 2, top 12 tips to prepare agricultural interview. Top materials for job interview. You can refer to materials for agricultural interview such as agricultural situational interview, agricultural behavioral interview, agricultural interview. Other useful materials successful agriculture are given here. Tell me about yourself, general questions. What is your greatest weakness? These are all general questions. Then why did you leave the last job? Why should we hire you? These are all regular questions. What is the greatest accomplishment? This is also routine question. What can we expect from you in the first 90 days? Then what are your salary expectations? Do you have any questions? Are you a team player? What challenges are you looking for in this position? What experience do you have in this field? Why do you want to work with us? Useful material. Tell me a suggestion you have made that was implemented in the field. This is agriculture. Tell me a suggestion you have made that was implemented. Have you ever had conflict with your boss or professor? Tell me what you know about this company. Do your homework before you go to the interview. What you know about us. What do you know about us? Next point is, if your co-workers were there, what would they say about you? Describe your management style. What did you like or dislike about your previous job? What type of people do you find it difficult to get on with? How are you when you are working under pressure? What have you learned from mistakes on the job? Tell me about any issues you have had with the previous boss. How would you describe your work style? What has been the biggest professional disappointment? What are the most difficult decisions to make? How would you know you are successful on this job? Likewise, some of these questions are given, but still agriculture based questions abhi tak aaya nahi hai. Very good. Yeah, next one. Yeah, you can have some agriculture linked questions. Top 250 agricultural interview questions are here. I am giving you. You take this agriculture boy, agriculture related questions. इधर में एक link है that is coming from wisdom. Agricultural questions. What is the agreement of agriculture? Does the two determine customs tariffs on agricultural products? Rules for multilateral trade agricultural products were already in place. Was India required to cut tariffs on agriculture or subsidies to farmers completely prohibited under the act? Something like that. Something may be directly related, something may not be related, but go through that. Okay. If you want to join bank, then what are the things you want to improve or recommend to the sector? That's a good question. If you want to join the bank, then what are the things you want to improve or recommend to the sector? Sir, as an outsider, I may not know fully details about the bank and its working. And after joining the bank and working therein for 6 months, I will be able to study it fully well and suggest measures for further improvement. Sir, what are all the questions that can be asked about chemistry? Chemistry questions. General questions only they will ask. They will not ask very tough one. Chemistry, general knowledge questions and answers. You take this. And also chemistry, general knowledge questions. Apart from that, chemistry question and answer study.com. How is biochemistry related to organic chemistry? Explain staggered conformer. Some questions are here. You can go through them and find out whether they are relevant for you. If they are relevant, make use of it. Okay, very good. Next, sir, what are all questions for agriculture I have already given you? Agriculture, I have already given you the links. Sir, I have the acknowledgement of OBC certificate, but not sure whether I will get it on time. You tell them so, but if you have the old one, you show them the old one, then they may give you time for some more days, then you can join. Then, sir, please provide some documents guidance for IT officer interview. IT officer interview, you can always have this indiabix.com. indiabix.com. This contains a lot of questions relating to IT officers. You can make use of that. And also freshersworld.com. I think that also has a lot of questions. Freshersworld.com. There is a site that also has a lot of questions relating to this one. Yeah, we may get it. It is not a problem. We will get some questions. Not a problem. Yeah. Then agriculture, something related to your field only they are going to ask. Okay. Next, in which sector, sir, please stop back video on your laptop. That is disturbing. Oh, please stop back video on your back on your ears. तुषार भगत क्या बोला है पता नहीं. In which sector Indian banking system lacking to other foreign banking system? Mainly NPA is the problem, and also frauds happening, that is also higher. Sir, I have the old OBC certificate. Can I show them? Yeah, you can show them old OBC certificate. Tell them the new has come, not come. They will give you time. India Bigs and Freshers I used for company interview college replacement. Yes, that will do. Maximum what they can do, how you can use your IT knowledge to banks. Then you have to say that now banking also is more or less computer related, and like say ATM, core banking, etc. So I will be of help. What are the solution government should work on? Government should work on for curtailing the NPA, stop interference in the government in the banking sector that we cannot tell openly, and try to avoid granting further loan waivers and all that cultivates a bad system in the minds of the people. This is what government can do, but government is not going to do. They will allow the banks to go down, incur loss, they will flush in further amounts. That's what it is. So these are the questions I thought asked, and I have answered some of them. There is only one question I think I have not answered. Language is a critical matter in interviews. No, you can talk in Hindi or you can talk in Tamil or Telugu comfortably. Chapochu. There is nothing wrong. Language is not a problem, but confidence is a problem. The way you go, the way you take your seat, that is more important. Okay. I think Swabhiman campaign. That one I have not answered. Swabhiman campaign. Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana. It is in that Swabhiman campaign is coming. Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana is a financial inclusion program of Government of India which is applicable to 10 to 65 years of group. Aims to expand and make affordable access of financial, that is everybody should have bank account. This financial inclusion campaign was launched by Narendra Modi in 2014. Okay. Now your point is Swabhiman. And here, they are also allowing some concessions in respect of Swabhiman campaign has been formed with a view to achieve what? With a view to achieve financial inclusion. In fact, this was launched way back when Sonia Gandhi was the chairperson, UPA, and Pranab Mukherjee was the Union Finance Minister. They launched Swabhiman, the financial inclusion campaign, in 2011 itself. 2011 itself. The idea is to see that everybody is having a bank account. That is all, nothing else. Swabhiman is mainly included for financial inclusion. Very good. Next, any other question has come? Yeah. Some back voice is there. Is that so? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. My own another video is talking. Sorry. Is that okay now? I think that voice has stopped. I'm sorry. You have 2 years CBS software experience. Why you are not going to private sector? They may not ask. If they ask, you can tell them, I prefer joining say public sector because it gives job satisfaction, promotions. Though the salary is less, job satisfaction is good. You are not going to tell job security is less. Oh, jalda bolna jarurat nahi hai. But when they ask why you are not joining IT and coming to bank, then you can say, I am not joining IT because of the lack of job security. How to introduce? You tell my name is so and so. I studied degree in the year so and so in so and so place and scored so much marks. I did my +2 in this school. Then my strengths are like this. Then my hobbies are like this. My role model is like this. You can say like that. Sir, please provide BSc match point. Didn't a link I didn't get. Wait a minute. Match point. I will give you. Sorry, so I have done a mistake. Yeah. Please provide BSc match point link. I have given it. What is currency chest? Currency chest means what? See, earlier, about 40 years, 50 years ago, and all, when banks used to go and remit money to Reserve Bank of India, Reserve Bank of India used to collect and credit their account and all that. But later on, what happened? Money circulation increased, and Reserve Bank of India was not able to do it. So what they did, they asked each bank to open a currency chest at their own office, and uh, give them records every day. Give Reserve Bank records every day. So when the money goes into the currency chest, it is considered to be the money remitted by so and so bank. It is money held in the bank on account of Indian bank, so that balance will be credited. So based on the statement received from the currency chest, the advantage in this is that one place everybody need not go, then so many places can be there, and the process of money cash distribution will be easier. That is one advantage. Disadvantage, what happened? Slowly, for instead of banks, they have started it giving to private people for doing currency chest. Yes, they can. They hired companies like Tata, etc. They gave higher purchasing to them, just as installation of ATMs being done by like that. So that is the situation that is going on. For currency chest, you can say it is equivalent to money being kept in Reserve Bank of India. Nowadays, currency chest is kept with not only government banks but also private sector banks. How to introduce bata diya? Difference between letter of credit and bank guarantee. Big question. IPO is initial public offering. Whenever a public limited company wants to raise money, they go to the SEBI, get approval, then they go to the merchant banker and ask them to get money from the public. And this initial public offer is given to the merchant banker. Merchant banker takes it on him, makes advertisements, prospectus, collects funds from the public. That is known as initial public offer. If the company is good, for 10 rupees share, for 10 crore share, they may receive even 100 crore, and they will allot shares depending on the number of shares applied. For people who have applied, say 100 shares, they may give 10 shares, like that. What is the role of RRB officer in bank? RRB officer in bank has to help the branch manager in the day-to-day working of the bank. That is, in respect of opening of the account, then payment of money, and also making correspondence with others, and taking documents for loan accounts, follow up of loan accounts. Here he can help the branch manager. He can also help in deposit mobilization and in recovery of NPA by sending notices, by contacting the borrowers in person. Sir, have you any group for RRB PO interview candidates? No separate group. I have about 13 groups. I have about 13 to 14 WhatsApp groups, and one, what is that? Telegram group also. So I will give you link in any one of the groups, wherein I post regularly materials. If I post in one group, I will post in the other group also. But materials posted by others may be slightly different. That will not affect you. So I am giving the copy of the link. WhatsApp group number 8. You can join that. I 1 minute. What is the role of RRB? I have told. Do you have any group? Bol diya. Sir, I have mentioned communication address, permanent address, both are different. And I have caste certificate of permanent address. There is no problem. No problem. Because that is also your address, na. But do you have address for Aadhaar card? What is the address you have? Driving license? What is the address you have? What are the things government to do to increase the FDI? Foreign direct investment. In order to increase it, government should have firm policies. They cannot change the policies now and then. And sometimes they will say you can bring, sometimes they will say they don't bring. It should not be so. And the market condition should be violent, buoyant, buoyant. If the market condition is increasing and people are hopeful of getting profits from the business, foreigners will come and remit money in India. I am also mentioned, okay, trade war effects on Indian economy. Trade war effects. Trade war is between India, USA and China. This, in my view, may not have a direct influence on Indian economy because we are dealing with USA, we are dealing with China, so there has been no problem. But of course, we did not agree for RCEP. Where you want to see yourself after 5 years, hierarchy for IT officers. See, hierarchy for IT officers is initially you will join as assistant manager, then say scale 2 means manager, scale 3 senior manager, scale 4 chief manager, scale 5 assistant general manager, scale 6 deputy general manager, scale 7 general manager, thereafter executive director and chairman and MD. Normally, people who are joining as IT, they can go easily up to AGM, DGM level. Sometimes they may go to GM level also. If they are dynamic, they may even become executive director also. Because for executive director, interview is conducted by the government from among seniors in general managers. They will call and conduct. Where do you see yourself after 5 years from now? I see myself as branch manager. If you join as IT, you can say, I see myself in scale 2. Okay, good. I think I've answered so many questions to you today. Any other questions that comes to your mind, you can ask me. Boys, girls, as team lead. No. In IT companies there is team leader, whereas in banks you don't have team leader. You have assistant manager, manager, similar to team lead. How to improve the NBFC? Good question. Find what are the errors on account of which NBFCs are not functioning properly, identify the cause, and try to rectify them. For example, if the NBFC has not been functioning well because more bad advances are given to firms known to the director, then try to curtail that. Okay. Identify the root cause and then solve the issue. But now government, what they are doing, they want to improve the liquidity, so they are giving money to NBFC. NBFC and banks, major difference. Banks, they are permitted to take deposit and make advances. NBFCs, you have two varieties. One permitted to take deposits, the other permitted to make advances only. முடிச்சிடலாம். Very good. So thank you so much. It's now 10:30. I think in your case it is 12 o'clock or so. Let me go to bed, and tomorrow, that is your evening, I will come. If time permits, I will come. And time kitna baje hoga roughly? It may be 9 o'clock by the time I come back. Or I can do it this way. It can be 8:30 also. Depends. Okay. I'll come, and some of you want to take ask questions. You can ask questions. If you want to have interview, you can have your interview also. Thank you. Best wishes. You have done a good job. The group has asked very interesting questions. To an extent possible, I have answered. If you are not satisfied with the answer, I suggest you go through Google search and some books and prepare yourself also. And if you are able to get some revised answers, kindly bring it and post and give us also. Thank you. I enjoyed.